First of all, I would like to say, for us, it's not a project, it's not an initiative, it's part of our culture. And what happens? The most important is probably when we do career succession discussions, we ensure to have always minimum one woman on every job as a potential successor. On the same time, when we talk with our women about future potential careers, we try to avoid the standard true choice for a certain job. We really try to convince them that also, for example, key account manager positions are important and are a good step to follow a future career. We have mentoring programs for women, also for men, but especially focus on women. And we especially try to help women who are pregnant, who have received a baby, to reintegrate. So we just promoted in the last couple of months 3 women to senior manager positions while they were pregnant or while they were on parental leave. Crucial is also the work policies. So we have a strong home office policy, we do parental leaves, we do sabbatical leaves, and there we focus to motivate also men to take them in order to allow their partners to follow their career dreams in other companies. We, as Nestle, we are a founding partner of the IDCN network, which is the International Dual Career Network, in order to help moving families, like my family, for example, that also there the partner can always find a new job in the new city or in the new country, because that is actually very, very challenging. And we also have a training program, gender awareness training, but especially an unconscious bias training, because it is really important and it's really interesting also to know what is your own bias. Since I'm in management committee positions, it's 11 years, I always have promoted, coached and supported women. Why? Probably it's linked to my youth. I'm a member of a gender equalized family, 2 boys, 2 girls, raised by a very strong mother and a strong father. So we were taught from the beginning to treat and respect genders equally. And this really became part of my culture. And when I then started to work a long time ago, I saw discrimination at work, actually. I saw that genders were not treated equally. And there, for myself, it was against my values, and I said, this is not how it should be. So therefore, since I'm in these senior positions, I really have always done my maximum to ensure there is no discrimination. For example, in Belgium, when I arrived 3.5 years ago, since that time, I had the honor to nominate 9 people to management committee positions. 6 out of them were women. So already 2 years ago, we achieved a balanced situation. I personally also, I pushed through home office, for example, against rejection, but we now have an absolute standard and good home office rule. And probably the biggest success, I would say, is that we managed to change a contract of a management committee member to part-time, despite the fact that in the head office, for them, it was impossible. That's not, you cannot do this. Yeah, you can. And and I would say I walk the talk. If you ask my family, we have an absolute good work-life balance altogether. The first is, it's obvious, you cannot leave out 50% of the talent pool when there's a war of talent. The second, my HR director, she always says, use the magic 3. If you don't have minimum 3 female or male managers on your leadership team, you won't be able to change the culture and to really move ahead. The third is, think about millennials. Millennials are very critical. They have different demands. They won't work for a company where discrimination is practiced. And the fourth, let's say it very blunt. You're stupid if you don't go for it. Why? Look at our results in Belgium. It's 2 years now that we have a gender equal management committee, and it's 2 years in a row that our results among the absolute best in Europe and also among the best in Belgium. So there are no disadvantages, they're just advantages. And to conclude, my vision is, let's aim for a situation, let's reach it very soon, where there are no more discussions about gender equality, where you don't need to look for a gender ambassador. It's like with the voting rights for women 56 years ago. Today, no one discusses it anymore. So let's go for it.